Well, hi and welcome everyone. It's Steve Wheeler. I'll show you the live charts, and what we're going to do today too is I'm going to show you the very best trade setups that are generated by our charts automatically. If anyone has questions, be sure and type them into the question area. Well, hi and welcome everyone. It's Steve Wheeler, and right now you should be looking at the live charts. Lower left, you can see the NASDAQ. We had a buy signal here a little while ago, and you can see these charts all have a green signal line. All right, so welcome everyone. I want to show you some of the best trade setups here. We generate the setups automatically on our charts. If anyone has questions today, be sure and type them into the question area. Be glad to answer them for you. All right, so my name is Steve Wheeler. I've been trading for many years. I primarily focus in on the E-mini and NASDAQ, which are the charts that you're seeing here in the screen right now. All right, so our trend indicator charts, you can see, do automate signals. And you're seeing that right now. I'm going to point that out to you. A few things about our charts. These price bars are called Navi bars. They are unique. You won't see them anywhere else. The signals on the screen are the green signals or buy signals. Magenta arrows are sell signals. And the top of your screen, I've got a couple of volume charts running. Bottom of the screen, I've got the Navi Renko charts. So all these charts are based on our own proprietary indicators. Our price bars are an indicator. We call them Navi bars. The line underneath the price bars is the Navi PM indicator. It can be used for a number of things, including trailing stops. All right, so one of the big benefits that we offer with these charts is they should help you to instill some discipline into your trading. If you're having any difficulty with trading, I can tell you that will usually can usually be traced back to discipline or lack thereof. All right, so we've all heard the old adage about let your winners run. And you can see here we had a buy signal in the lower left NASDAQ here just a few minutes ago. All right, so this is a NinjaTrader platform. If we want to take profits here, we can just click sell. Want to take off part of the position, we can just exit however many contracts that we want to. All right, so this afternoon, I wanted to talk about the top 4 steps for trader longevity. Here at NaviTrader, I've been trading for many years. NaviTrader has been in existence since 2002, and our goal is to help traders be successful and cut down on your learning curve in terms of the time it takes to be profitable in your trading. Okay, so I know a lot of you are NaviTrader members in the room. Welcome, everyone. All right, so one of the things we want to do with our trading is eliminate the guesswork. You want to be very selective in your setups. I'm going to show you how to find those selective setups today. Also have to manage stress, fear, and greed, and let your winners run, cut losses quickly. All right, so some of the reasons I like futures, because I can potentially make a profit in both up and down moves in the market, which we see plenty of every day. If the market's moving up, you want to take long positions. Moving down, you want to be in short positions. I don't hold any positions overnight in the futures markets. I do have other investments I do hold overnight. Futures gives you the ability to leverage your capital. You don't need a lot of capital. You just need the right skills and the right tools. With futures, you don't have the day trading rules that are imposed upon stock traders. You do have the ability to compound your capital, providing you are consistently profitable in your trading, which is our goal here. And of course, futures trading you can do from any location. And nice thing about futures too, if you can learn to trade one contract successfully, you can then scale it up to as many contracts as you want to trade and take advantage of the scalability of futures trading. All right, so here at NaviTrader, like I said, I've been trading for many years. When I first started trading, none of these tools that I'm going to show you today really existed, including the NinjaTrader platform. Okay, so I'm extremely grateful for the NinjaTrader platform, and all the tools that we've developed do run with the NinjaTrader platform. We do support version 7 and 8. I do recommend version 8. All right, so some ways that we help traders. We give you the tools to provide market clarity. I'm going to show you that as we go along here today. We'll also show you the skills on how to manage risk, how to determine the proper balance between risk and reward. One of the biggest mistakes that traders make is they tend to be over leveraged. All right, so we want to help you to apply self-discipline in your trading and to manage your emotions. All right, so with futures trading, it's really a matter of taking a directional trade, either long or short. And of course, you need to know in real time which way the market's moving. These markets can change direction very quickly. All right, so some of the things that we provide here at NaviTrader, some of the benefits, we give you actually objective signals. Now, one of your jobs as a trader is to actually wait for the signals. One of the biggest mistakes people make is they take these emotional trades. They don't wait for the signals. They jump into a trade thinking, well, maybe this will work. And usually we know the outcome of those trades. All right, so when people become a member of our program, we help you set up your workspace on your computer. We provide time in our training room. We provide a risk management guidance. And we also provide automated market scanning. I'm going to show you that in just a few minutes. We call it the Trade Finder. We provide unlimited support. All right, so we said we'd talk about market clarity. This is actually a signal that came in this morning, 7:47. By the way, what I'm going to show you today, these signals occur many times each day. It's not like it only happens once or twice a day. These signals happen all the time. So here's the top chart is the volume chart, bottom chart is a wrinkle chart. This happens to be of the E-mini from this morning. Just one example. Here's one from a few minutes ago. This is at about 1:14 this afternoon. NASDAQ volume chart on the E-mini and E-mini volume chart and NASDAQ volume chart both gave us buy signals. Bottom two charts are wrinkle charts, NASDAQ and E-mini. So this is a signal that came in just a few minutes ago. All right, so again, these signals happen all the time. So here I'm going to show you a brief video of where we had a automated sell signal. And I'm just going to show you how you can actually automate your signals and actually automate your trailing stops. Now here we had a sell signal, so we went short. It's on the NASDAQ, and you can see the trailing stop is moving down. That's the pink line. In a short position, your trailing stop is a buy stop order. So what we've got is the trailing stop attached to the signal line, which is one of our NaviTrader indicators. So as the market's moving lower, it's adjusting the stop downward automatically. So that's the automated trailing stops. All right, so here is an example of a trade signal on the NASDAQ. This happens to be on a volume chart where we had a sell signal. This moved down, just getting out on a trailing stop. Would it have been a 30-point move? That was followed by a buy signal. Getting out on the trailing stop was a 32-point move. Again, this is on the NASDAQ. All right, so a little bit about our price bars. The green bars with no gold frame are called green power bars. Then we get these bars that we call consolidation bars. What happens in the stock index futures markets is we get a move, we get consolidation, and then the market will break above or below consolidation. Now, on our charts, the bar with the gold frame is called a consolidation bar. Again, these are all our own proprietary charts, and these are called Navi bars. All right, so once you understand what the bars are telling you, you can trade purely off these price bars. Okay, so green bars for a move up, we had a consolidation, and then we moved lower, consolidated here, broke below that, consolidation on the lower right, and we moved above that level. All right, so here's consolidation, 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 consolidation. All right, so you can even take trades purely off these consolidation bars. Once you're in the trade, if you want to automate your trade management, you can attach a trailing stop to these signal lines. All right, so again, this is the chart on like crude oil. Okay, move up, I'm going to move back down. All right, so this is a chart on the NASDAQ. Here's a buy signal. Again, the green line is the Navi PM signal line. It can be used as a trailing stop. Again, notice that in these moves you get consolidations, and you can see the market will break above or below these consolidations. All right, so consolidation, market moved up, consolidation, broke below it for a move down. All right, so the charts can be used on any market. Here's a chart on crude oil. Buy signal, followed by a sell signal. Here's a chart on the Dow futures YM contract. And this happens to be a Renko chart. All right, here's a chart on crude oil. Gold. All right, so one question I get a lot is, can we use these charts on other markets? The answer to that is yes, they work the same way on any market. We do have people who are using our charts in just about every continent, probably with the exception of Antarctica. All right, here's the Euro future 6E contract. Okay, so buy, sell, buy, sell, buy. British pound, sell signal, buy signal, sell, buy. All right, so we also do provide alerts. Part of the NinjaTrader platform is the alerts log. So if you just bring up the alerts log, any of our signals will show up in the alerts log. See what the instrument is. We time and date stamp all the signals, tell you whether it's long or short. All right, so again, this is an example of what I'm talking about, the very best signals. We get 4 charts. Top 2 charts are volume charts. Bottom 2 charts are Renko charts. All right, so you can see the correlation in these markets. One thing I really encourage everyone to do is to try to put as many odds in your favor. with many odds in your favor. If you want to do that, just look for correlated markets. NASDAQ and E-mini are very correlated. All right, so here we had sell signals. So again, really important thing I want to stress is as traders, I'm assuming we're all human, your tendency is to take those emotional trades. I really want to discourage people from doing that. There's plenty of good signals every day. You don't have to take those emotional trades. Now, one thing I'll mention too is, for example, one question I get a lot is, do I have to get into the trade immediately when I get these signals? The answer to that question is no, you do not. If you've had these signals, you can get into the trade as long as the signal lines, like here we had 4 sell signals. You can get into the trade as long as all those signal lines are still red. You do not have to get in immediately when the signal comes in. Once you take the trade, crucial thing is just manage your risk. Of course, managing risk really involves several things. One is using stops. That's the thing that most people think about immediately. Another area is sizing your positions correctly. Also selecting the proper instrument to trade. As I said before, one of the biggest mistakes people make is they are over leveraged. I would say that if you went back and looked at your trading whenever you've had problems with your trading, I will almost bet you that you were taking too large of positions. All right, so this is an example of what I'm talking about. The magenta arrows are signals to go short. The top 2 charts are NASDAQ and E-mini volume charts. The bottom 2 charts are NASDAQ and E-mini Renko charts. All right, so like I said, you want to look for correlations in these markets. Another tool that we provided, we call the Trade Finder. All right, the Trade Finder is really a market scanner. It will scan for trade setups. And what we want to look for is all these columns to match in color. So here we had the crude oil. All the columns were red. Here we've got on the bottom, NASDAQ, E-mini, and Russell, all red. So once you see that, you can go to the chart and make sure that you have the trade setups that we're looking for on that chart. All right, so if you're trading, the things that you need to develop, you need to develop trust in the signals. You need to have the skills to use our tools as well as the NinjaTrader platform. By the way, we provide unlimited support here at NaviTrader on both our charts and indicators, and also any questions on the NinjaTrader platform. All right, so you need to develop the discipline to exit these signals, discipline to manage risk. Like I said, risk management really involves a couple areas. One, in using stops. Also, very important area is selecting the proper instruments to trade. Not every instrument carries with it the same risk. And also sizing your positions. Now, futures trading, that just means the correct number of contracts. All right, so here's a quote from Henry Ford, which I'm a believer in. All right, so I'm a pilot, so I'm a big believer in using checklists. Most professional, in fact, I have to say all professional pilots use a checklist. Of course, the checklist is going to be specific to whatever aircraft that you're operating. All right, so I spent about 15 years doing troubleshooting of large computer networks and designing, maintaining large computer networks, troubleshooting problems with them. So if you're having any difficulties in trading, it really becomes a matter of just troubleshooting where are the problem areas. Here I'm going to list out what I would consider the areas that you need to troubleshoot. Number one, don't be over leveraged. Number two, adopt a system. All right, so I've shown you our system. Main thing is you adopt a system, and very important that you actually follow it. One of the biggest problems that people have, even if they have a system, they don't know how to follow the system. All right, so also very important to let your winners run, cut any losers quickly. The good thing about using stops too is they will force discipline. They will force you to get out of a trade that you may not get out of on your own. Also, you want to eliminate mistakes. All right, so we don't want to make, it's like in an airplane, the same reason you use a checklist. Make sure that you've done your proper checks on the aircraft before you decide to get in and fly it. So same thing with trading. You want to eliminate any mistakes. One way you can do that is just keep a log of your trading and write down any mistakes that you make. No matter how long you've been trading, anyone is going to make an occasional mistake, but you want to minimize those mistakes. All right, so here's a little checklist that you can follow, or you can make up your own checklist. One is check for pending news items. For example, today at 10 o'clock, we had a job opening and labor turnover survey and a consumer confidence report. Those are usually not huge market movers, but it's good to be aware of what's going on as far as pre-announced news items. Number two, very crucial area, do I have the proper conditions for entry? In other words, do I have the signals? Am I trading the correct instrument? Have I selected the stop and target strategy? And with NinjaTrader, the stop and target strategy is your ATM strategy, which stands for Advanced Trade Management. Have I selected the correct account? All right, so if your intention is to trade a live account, make sure you're not selecting the sim account and vice versa. Am I sizing my positions correctly? And by the way, here at NaviTrader, we do publish a document that will give you guidance on position sizing. The last item, think. Just kind of take a moment before you get into a trade. Just make sure you've covered your bases. During a trade, make sure you manage your trailing stops. Now, if you're using the automated trailing stops, the system will manage the trades for you. Like I say, just exit if you're trading multiple positions. Just get out at certain contracts at certain target levels. And of course, close the positions on any market turns. Last item, very important, monitor your daily profit and loss. You can do that by looking at the NinjaTrader Control Center, click on the Accounts tab, and it will show you your current daily P&L. All right, so after you're done trading for the day, update your log. Make sure you don't have any open orders or open positions that you're unaware of. With NinjaTrader, you can set your system to global simulation mode. To do that, go to the NinjaTrader Control Center, click on Tools, and put a check mark next to global simulation mode. That will force the system to only trade simulation trades. And of course, again, monitor your daily P&L and note any lessons for the day. All right, so big benefit of what we're providing here at NaviTrader, we're giving you objective reasons for getting into a trade, not subjective emotional reasons. So then your job is to execute your decisions based on those signals. Again, what I like to look for are these correlated signals. Here you've got E-mini and NASDAQ both giving you buy signals at the same time. So again, make your trades based on an objective reason, an objective signal. All right, so one of the big benefits of what we're offering here at NaviTrader is these charts will tend to keep you in a trade a lot longer than you might stay in the trade otherwise, which really kind of fits in with the idea of let your winners run. The reason that's so important is because you want to have large gains to offset any small losses. That's really what it gets down to. Okay, so here's the NASDAQ volume chart. Again, here we've got E-mini and both E-mini charts giving you buy signals at the same time. You've got NASDAQ to volume and Renko giving you the same signal. NASDAQ giving you a sell followed by a buy followed by a sell. Here you've got the correlated sell signals. All right, so correlated signals. Here's a 30-second chart. Some people ask, can I use time-based charts? The answer to that is yes, you can. Here's a 30-second chart. You can use minute charts. You can use whatever you want to. All right, so again, just to kind of bring home these points. Only take system trades, never over leverage. Plan for a positive expectancy. Positive expectancy just means that mathematically you have a probability of being successful and being profitable. Cut any losing trades quickly. Again, that's usually done just through stops. All right, so positive expectancy, you want to make sure that you plan to have larger gains than losses. So here's an example. 4-tick stop on the E-mini, 12-tick target would give you a 3-to-1 reward to risk ratio. All right, so again, here's two sell signals, E-mini volume chart, Renko chart, NASDAQ volume chart, NASDAQ Renko chart. 44-point move down here on the NQ. All right, so positive expectancy. You must make much more money when you win because you give up money when you lose. I think we all know that, but you want to give up a very small amount when you're on any losing trades. The nice thing too about this expectancy is you do not necessarily need a high win rate. A lot of people think they have to have a 90% win rate. That is really not the case. You can have win rates that are much lower as long as you let your winners run. Now personally, I find it easier to trade a system that has a higher percentage of winning trades. So from a psychological standpoint, I do like systems that have a higher win rate. All right, so for anyone that's not familiar with the term expectancy, you can calculate your expectancy just by taking your percentage of winning trades times the average win size. And then you take your percentage of losing trades times your average loss. You subtract the second amount from the first amount. If you get a positive value, that means you've got a positive expectancy. All right, so the question is, do you really have the tools to give you the confidence to stay in the trades? The longer that you let your profitable trades run, more likely you'll have a positive expectancy. All right, so if you want to make have a successful year, 2022, assuming that's the year we're in right now, good time to get started right now. We try to make that as easy for you as possible. If you want to get started with very low risk. I just start out with the micro contracts, MES or MNQ. Make sure you get consistent with one contract. And once you get consistent with one contract, you can always scale that up. All right, so one thing common to all successful traders, they didn't quit, okay? They did not quit. It's true of people who are successful at anything. All right, so again, what we provide here at NaviTrader, the automated signals, will help you get set up with your chart workspace. When you order our membership, which consists of a multi-year subscription to our charts, which I'll outline that in a few minutes. Once your order is complete, we'll set up an appointment where I'll call you and I'll make sure your chart workspace is set up. You get time in our training and mentoring room, which is open Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 9 to 11 Eastern. We'll give you risk management guidance, automated market scanning in the form of our trade finder, and unlimited support. All right, so I'm going to just go through our special that we're going to provide to everyone in attendance today. Instead of getting 1 year of our charts and indicators, you get 2 years. Our charts we call the trendicators. The trendicators consist of 8 different indicators, but the most important of the indicators are the price bars, which are the Navi bars, and the Navi PM indicators. Really only 2 indicators that you really need. All right, so the trendicators give you easy, visual, uncomplicated trading, automated trailing stops. The automator is included. Now the automator is the signal where we generate the signals automatically. It does not automatically execute the trade for you. You still have to pull the trigger and take the trade. But the automator gives you the automated buy and sell signals. Here's a trade finder. I went through that earlier. It's really a market scanner. It can scan as many different markets as you want to put on the trade finder. All right, so you also get time in our live trading room. The objective being to help shorten your learning curve. Again, room is open from 9 to 11 Eastern, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We also have a website, a member website with many, many hours of training videos. So you can watch those at your convenience as many times as you wish to. All right, so we gave you unlimited support for the time frame of your membership. Support is done either via email or 800 phone line. We also have the ability to connect up with your computer and help you that way. All right, so when your order is complete, we will call you and set up a time that we can do your setup, installation, configuration of all your chart workspace, and provide ongoing support. All right, so you get the entire 2 years for the price of 1 year, which is $29.77. And for anyone in the room today, if you're interested in getting started, let us know. We'll show you how to save another $1,000, so making it $19.77. All right, so big turnout today. I want to thank everyone for joining us. Here we can go back to the live charts. Okay, lower left, you can see the NASDAQ had this buy signal back here at about 130. Right now it's 230. You can see the E-mini had a buy signal and made a pullback, and now it's giving us another buy signal. All right, so I want to thank everyone for joining us. For those people that are asking about how to get started with our program, easiest thing to do is just send an email to support@navitrader.com or call our 800 number, which is in the chat area. It's also on our website. I want to thank everyone for joining us. Oh, it's a big move up here. Okay, so NinjaTrader platform, we can trade right from the chart. So if we wanted to take profits on that NASDAQ trade, we can just click sell. We can sell one contract at a time. Right now we've got 12 contracts long. So if we want to exit all of them, we can just say close. Or if we want to exit part of the position, just click sell market and continue to hold however many contracts you want to hold in a long position. All right, so everyone have a wonderful day, and we will see you next time.